Hello, this is Tammy Pie, and this is an unboxing comparison. This package hails to me from New York City, and I am beyond excited because this is a birthday wish that my friend, who was also the punkiest, mostest, sent me this amazing deck that I have been dying to get a hold of. And she sent me a couple more. My friend wanted to buy the Ritual Tarot with the Lust card, and she already had the Ritual Tarot that doesn't have the Lust card, and I said, hey, one card is not going to stop me. I will take your Ritual Tarot at a steeply discounted price, by the way. Thank you very much. And enjoy it deeply. Yes. Okay, so this is what we're doing today, but she also included, for the same price, she actually asked me if I wanted one or the other, and then ended up giving me both, which is super cool. This is the Lubanko Tarot, and I think this is going to be the Margaret Peterson. Yes, the Margaret Peterson. Oh my God. So yeah, 3 amazing tarot decks. So I'm going to be a busy bee for the near future. Okay, so Ritual Tarot. Let me just say, I don't have any actual collage decks. None. I have several. I've got Moonchild and Starchild. Those are digitally done. And I have like Tarot of the Zircus Magi. That's digitally done. It looks a little more, but none that are like this. So I brought out to compare this the Touchstone Tarot, and the closest thing I could think of, which is Mystic Masters. And because this deck, I watch all the walkthroughs, all the videos, everything I can find, I consume. But this cool old deck I have called the Egipcios Kier, because it's full of Egyptian stuff. Okay, so we'll take a look at the book in a minute. It's got a fall open box. Oh, very cool sigil work on the inside of the lid. I'm thinking this is, yeah, this is the first one. Ritual Tarot, Tiera May. It doesn't say, but I love the box. And I like that it's kind of already beat up a little bit. I think it goes with the whole vibe of the deck. All right, so here we go. So my friend edged it for me, which I would have done, so thank you very much. Did we? Yes, she did. Look how kind. You know this wasn't easy to do. She put it all back in order. Now, I have been looking at this deck online for a couple weeks now. How are we going to do this? Let's put it right here, here. Let's put it right here. I've been looking at this deck for a couple weeks now, and I think this deck doesn't even need labels. All right. We are set up in a different spot because I managed to do a whole video with a fabulous view of my forearm and every once in a while a little bit of the cards. So let's try this again. We have Touchstone Tarot, we have Egipcios Kier, we have Mystic Masters, and the Ritual Tarot. These are all the Fools. So we got our dog, alligator, of course. The Magician. Our gorgeous High Priestess. Note the use of blue. First thing I noticed about these empresses was the use of pink and the roses. Particularly these two. Emperor. The Hierophant. Look at the headdress there. The Lovers. Chariot. I thought this was interesting too. Look at the colors there. I wasn't wrong about pulling out the Egipcios. Here we have Strength. And one thing I noticed was the look of serenity on all these faces. Hermit. Everyone's got a kind of cloak. The Wheel. Justice. Judith and Holofernes. Yeah, that's a good one. The Hanged Man. These are all Saint Sebastian. Death. Temperance. Notice this. The sun in the background. I thought that was interesting. The devil. tower. Be interested to know an Egyptian myth on the tower, because these are obviously the Tower of Babel. The star. Since I screwed it up the first time, I got to read a little bit about this, and I thought it was interesting that she used this star as a path between the tower and the moon. But again, the look on their faces is very similar. The moon. The sun. Judgment. I like how the cacophony of judgment is kind of pictured in both. In the world. Again, with the Egypticos. This world is very beautiful. Okay, let's go a little faster. Wands. One more time. The look on the faces is very interesting. And then uncertainty. Huh. That was interesting. The head. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Oh yeah, all these guys have kind of the same attitude. Ace of Swords. Duplicity. That works. 3. That premonition is interesting. 5. Dissension, that works. They don't always work, but look, here we got a guy being carried. So, there's 6 of Wands. 7 of Swords. Delusion. Totally works. Yeah. 9. 10. Interesting. Look at all the faces. And then they call this conjecture. Huh. Knights. Queens. Kings. Definitely similarity in faces. Ace of Cups. Lots of blue. Two of Cups. Three. Love these two. 4 of Cups. Interesting. 5 of Cups. 6. 7. 8. 9. Look at the faces again. 10. Even these guys. That is wild. I just think it's interesting how the expressions in all these very different decks kind of match up sometimes. Queen of Cups. These two are very similar. King of Cups. Again, this kind of bearded, kingly. And finally, Ace of Coins. 2. 3. 4. 5. Again. 6. Look at all the hands. 7. I really love these 7s of coins that are out in the fields. 8. 'I like this. These are the planets' rotation. 9. It's an important card to me. Gotta love the dresses. Unicorn. 10s. Oop. Page. Knight. queens are gorgeous. I love the headdress and the crown in this one. And the kings. Dun, 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 dun. All right, and that's it. All right, and I'm back. So we have here Ritual Tarot's, oh, this is the Empress. I meant to look at, here, Justice. Her character in Justice is the same character that Lady Frida Harris used for her Queen of Swords, which is it's an Abrahamic myth about Judith and Holofernes. Justice represents the essence of law and order. Key 11 is governed by Libra. It is one of the major arcana cards that represents 3 cardinal virtues, the other 2 being Strength, 8, and Temperance, 14. The card is about acting on ethical principles, and the center of the card features the biblical heroine Judith, holding the severed head of Holofernes. And Judith was left alone in the tent, and Holofernes lying alone upon his bed, for he was filled with wine. Then she came to the pillar of the bed which was at Holofernes' head, and took down his sword from thence, and approached to his bed, and took hold of his hair of his head, and said, Strengthen me, O Lord God of Israel, this day. And she smote twice upon his neck with all her might, and cut off his head. King James Bible. Our Lady Justice wears an expression of righteousness and reminds us that divine balance exists in the world. She cannot be swayed by influence and maintains clear, objective perception. I am really enjoying in this guidebook her opposing and reinforcing cards, which I'm always wondering about that. So Justice, she says 2 of Swords, avoiding the truth, disavowing your role. 5 of Swords, lack of integrity. 7 of Swords, shirking responsibility, interesting. Reinforcing cards, the Emperor, structure, regulation, legal issues. Judgment, accepting past actions and mistakes. 10 of Wands, being held accountable. Okay. Also, as I read through here, this one is actually the 2nd edition of this deck. And I very much enjoy this cardstock. I don't know how it's going to shuffle. It's kind of a big set of cards. So it's not really gonna riffle super well, but actually better than I thought. One more time, let's try it backwards. All right. But really, it's nice and smooth, so it hand over hand beautifully. All right, let's see if I'm right, and I can tell what cards we have just by looking at them. Oh well, that's Temperance, right? That was 9 of Swords. I'm sorry, of Wands. And 6 of Cups. Yeah. Super easy to tell what these are. Emperor. Ace of Wands. And this was the 5 of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of Cups. The Lovers. the Devil, 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Knight of Wands. That one's hard to forget. Here we go. This is Wands card, Princess of Wands, I would say. 5 of Wands, 4, Queen of Wands, Black Cat. Okay, so yes, I can pretty much read these without having much trouble. Maybe the Quartz. So any version of this deck is just wonderful. I love the sigil. I like the box. Don't shut this box without having the deck inside. These boxes are built to use the weight of the deck to open them. But if the box is empty, then it doesn't work. So thank you very much, my New York City friend, and thank you all for coming.